Hey guys, it's been a minute since I've uh, did this. I was kind of busy and just my life hasn't been going too great. Not that I want to complain. Uh, my dog's scratching. Sorry. Um, Money wise, we were doing good, and then all of a sudden, not so good. It was like we got hit with 50 things at once. So now I don't have my PlayStation Plus anymore, which I had like the extra. I actually had the premium, but I was going to downgrade to extra. And I was really obsessed with a game on there called Story of Seasons Wonderful Life. So I didn't, like, now I can't play it, and it's pretty sad. We're all healthy. I think we're all healthy as far as we know. My husband got his tooth pulled, and hey, he has feeling in his face, which was good because I still don't have feeling a year later in half of my lip. But yeah, it's amazing how you could be doing 100% fine one minute, then like just something happens where you're not as fine the next. Had to borrow money from my mom for groceries. Like it was just it was a lot going on. But despite a lot going on, I still haven't had like a ton of things to like talk about. That's the thing. Like it was all such personal stuff. And whenever that stuff happens, like I just kind of want to get lost and do nothing, and that's what I've been doing. I've been sleeping. I wanted to clean and organize my house. I'm not really doing that. Uh, I'm not really doing much at all. I really should just try to get up and do something different. My family did take me to like a local theme park. Well, it's not really, it's local, but it's not. It's pretty far away. But it it was okay. I would say where it was if I wanted to possibly give up where I live, but I don't want to do that. So I'm not going to say where it was, but everybody kept on saying that this theme park was better than the theme park that we have season passes to, because the one we have season passes to is actually like fairly close, despite me being kind of in the middle of nowhere. And honestly, I was expecting it to be this amazing thing, but it really wasn't. It was just okay. The food was good. The food was really good. Like I said, if I could, yeah, I don't want to really give away where I'm at. I just don't know what's going on with me lately. Like I want to I don't know. It'll get better. It always does, but it doesn't make it easier, right? Makes it doesn't make it easier, but we're getting there, right? We're chugging along barely. Let's see what else happened. I'm gonna try to find good things that happened. Good things that happened. I mean, was there really anything like super good that happened? I don't really think there was anything good per se, but I don't think there's anything really bad. I haven't been focusing on the news or anything like that, even though I probably should, but it just gets to you after a while, doesn't it? Get to you guys too? I don't know. Or is that just a me thing? Definitely got to me. Like I prefer to chill and take it easy. sometimes I'll be stressed about it, other times I won't. See, I got my hair done and stuff before he ended up needing a tooth surgery, so like it ended up being just way more expensive because we would have never gotten my hair. Oh, excuse me. If you're not aware, I don't edit my videos, so these are kind of just, I guess, video diaries, and people can maybe relate. But we didn't really know that he was gonna be like, it was gonna be as much as it was, because we weren't expecting him to need his tooth pulled, but it ended up hurting him really bad. He ended up getting sent home from work early. My husband did. So we pulled the tooth, and it was like $100 and something, like $125, which isn't horrible. I had to get full-blown surgery on my mouth, and ooh, that was nuts. And thanks to that surgery, I still don't have feeling in part of my lip because a nerve got damaged, which is a risk you take if you're after 25. But yeah, this video is just kind of, I thought that I'd have more to say, but I really don't. That's also probably why I haven't been posting. I have an interesting life to me sometimes, but not to everybody else. Like, and I'm not a beauty news reporter or anything, so I guess I can talk about a little bit about beauty news, because some things did happen. Well, one major thing happened in the beauty industry. Leonard Lauder passed away. He's more of like beauty and business, and I absolutely adore Estee Lauder companies. I use their skincare. I use their Nutrius line and their Youth Supreme Plus line. I've read his books. I use Clinique, which is part of Estee Lauder. I use MAC. Estee Lauder owns MAC. And then I use NYX, who MAC owns, so technically it's a subset of Estee Lauder in a way. I'm definitely big fans of those companies. I know that Clinique and Estee Lauder kind of have like an old person vibe now, but honestly, I like that they haven't changed their marketing. You see a lot of these companies trying to change to get marketing towards these younger kids, and it just isn't working. Like, for example, Glossier. It's Glossier. They tried to kind of go off the beaten path from millennial marketing and ended up really kind of like, they got Gen Zers to go, but I mean, hopping on TikTok trends where you're maybe popular for 2 weeks or a month is not good in the long run of business. I wonder when businesses are going to start, or when brands are going to start learning that you're a fleeting thing. You want something where it's permanent, like Estee Lauder. So, for example, I spent like $200 because I got the Nutrius skin line, and they sent me free drops. They sent me free gifts. They're like 7 free gifts of their cream. They sent a whole cream of it that's like originally like $90. They were given a lot for free. And because of that, I tried so much of their products. The 2 things that I got for free, I ended up trying, and I ended up really loving. Like, I ended up loving their night repair serum and their youth cream, which I didn't think I would like the youth cream as much because I'm young. I don't really have a lot of aging. Their Nutrius has done wonders for my skin, though, or Natrius or whatever. I can't remember the name, but it's done wonders for my skin. My skin is usually red and angry and pissed off, and they just made it so it's not red and angry and pissed off. I mean, their stuff just works for me. I don't know if it will work for everybody, but definitely worked for me. Um, so I was happy about it, like really, really happy. I didn't expect it to be as kind of good as it was because it just it made it so much better. Like I feel confident in my skin for like the first time ever. And that's crazy. I didn't expect that. Um so yeah, if you want, like, I recommend them to anybody because you get so much stuff for free and get to try it. Leonard passed away. May he rest in peace. He created such an empire of a company. He's such a great, like, person to look up to, which I know that's kind of weird, I think, to hear for a lot of people, but I promise you, it's really not. He's like really, like, he's an impressive person. So, oh my gosh, it was. I am so awake yet so tired. Wonder if anybody else feels that. Probably not. I mean, it's just, it's just like there's so much that I want to say, but don't want to say. I know this definitely isn't a this definitely isn't like a nice, fun video, right? Like you would want it to be. Although I think that's why I make these. It's more of like me trying to get my own feelings intact, even if it's not the best and most perfect thing in the world. Like I understand. I understand that my feelings aren't perfect, but I try. And that's what I'm trying here. I'm trying to be. I'm trying to be like, I don't know. See, if you are sticking through me with this, thank you. If you're not, I totally understand. Like, my thoughts are so scattered. It sucks. It sucks to not be okay, right? It's okay to not be okay, but it sucks when you're not okay. Feels like shit. And like Ozzy Osbourne passed away today, which is just like, wow. I was a very big fan of him, definitely growing up. Metalhead. I was metalhead growing up. I still am kind of a metalhead, right? I mean, it doesn't just go away. It doesn't go away. But that was like nuts to hear. Because from what I understand, he had like a really emotional uh, concert a couple days beforehand, or a week or so, or a couple weeks. I don't remember. I read it somewhere, and then right now, also what's going on is that damn CEO and the CHRO, because or I think she's a CHRO, or she's chief HR, I think. That whole thing happened recently. Like, honestly, I think the reason why so many people latched onto that is because so much crap has been making them feel like crap. Like, you feel like you can't do anything. I know I feel that way. I feel very uncertain all the time. I feel very uncertain all the time now. And I don't want to, but gosh, I think a lot of us do though, don't we? Where we just feel like we're not in control right now. I don't know if I'm gonna. I know I'm gonna be okay. Like I'll be okay. I'll get there. I'll get through it. Um, sort of like if you don't feel okay, you'll get there. Like you'll get through it. Like it's just right now. It seems like you aren't gonna get through it. Like it just seems like everything's a freaking battle, a fight. I hate I hate that so much. I hate feeling like everything's a fight. But that's what it feels like right now. I'm sure there's some of you who understand that. I think that's why I wanted to make this, even though it makes no sense. It's just me being raw, like raw and real right now. And the raw, real truth right now is I am struggling. I feel like so much is going wrong and like I can't do anything right, and I feel like so much sucks. And I don't know why. I don't want it to feel that way. I want to feel happy again. I know that I'll get there, maybe, eventually. But right now, everything just feels like it's not happy. I feel very. See, why would anyone care? I bet you there's a lot of people who feel like that, huh? It doesn't help. I have been watching documentaries that are just um, not something you should be watching if you have been feeling a little like down. If you're feeling down, you probably should avoid documentaries like I've been watching, where it's just like bad things happening. Like I watched a documentary about the 2000 was it four tsunami, and I'm just like, why would I do that to myself? It's sad. Like you're like, why would you do something so stupid to yourself whenever you're already feeling sad? You're like, let's just watch more sad shit. But I did that. I watched more sad shit. I learned a lot from it though, and I don't regret learning about it. I had watched the movie The Impossible, I think it was called, which is based off of that. But holy crap, should you not watch that whenever you're not feeling happy. Like, that makes it even more sad and tragic. I watched, it was like a National Geographic one too, so they don't blur out the shit. They just let you see everything that happened. I recommend it if you're into that kind of stuff. I also watched like a storm chasing thing, and I was really just, I was watching a lot. It's not because I hate myself. I might be. I just wanted to learn. I like learning about that stuff and learning about how resilient humans are and how amazing they are. And Netflix makes really good documentaries. I don't care if you hate Netflix or not, their documentaries are great. And if you happen to watch this video, I don't know if anybody will. My husband and I absolutely love documentaries. And if you have any recommendations of a good streaming service that has documentaries on it, let us know, because I honestly would love to find more streaming service stuff, because it's just really fun. Streaming services are really fun. Him and I both enjoy, not streaming services. Ugh. Even though, like, we don't have cable, so that's how we watch, is through streaming services. And I absolutely just adore watching documentaries. We both enjoy different kinds of documentaries, but I definitely like ones kind of like what I was just talking about, where it's about natural disasters or sometimes even lighthearted stuff. Or because I watched the train wreck one on Netflix, train wreck Woodstock '99. Oh my gosh, that was just, I was impressed with 1999. I wish, like, 1999 was a crazy year. A lot of years are crazy years. You know, we'll probably look back in like 30 years from now and be like, 2025 is a crazy year. Like, the fact that 1999 is almost 30 years from now is, oh god. Yeah. Show your age, why don't you? it The Woodstock '99 trade wreck one has been easily my favorite documentary, probably because I'm really into that stuff. But it was definitely one of my favorite ones for sure. And it was just like, wow. You know, like, you listen to what happened and you're like, holy shit. I watched the Astro World one. That one was more sad than the Woodstock one. The Woodstock one was kind of like, holy shit. The Astro World one was like, what the fuck. Um, but I absolutely adore, I adore stuff like that. Like, where it's like the Astro World and the Woodstock one, like, stuff like that's always like a lot of fun. Not the Astro World one. The Woodstock one was really lighthearted. They did the Poop Cruise one. Uh, they did the Balloon Boy one, which, as a fan of, I used to watch Wife Swap. Holy crap, was the Balloon Boy one. I looked at my husband before the documentary even started. I'm like, oh, I know these people. Because I had heard about the hoax back whenever it happened, or if it was a hoax, we're still trying to figure it out. Honestly, if you're trying to find out if it was a hoax or not, the documentary doesn't really answer that, because of course the Heelys, I think that was their name, are still saying that obviously they didn't make it up. Um, and then you know, like, there are people like, they did make it up, so it's really hard to tell what's true and what's not true in that. Uh, they did have two of the kids on, though, which was interesting and definitely interesting and kind of like fun to see the two kids on there, because they were like, they answered questions. Like, the one the kid who actually, like, they were searching for. I think that was his name was Falcon. He was actually up looking for that stuff. Um, so it was really interesting. Like, I found it interesting to see how their side of the story was. The sad fact is, we will never know unless if Falcon, like, because he is saying, like, that it wasn't made up. So, as of now, he's standing on the side of his family, but so that, I guess, if we're taking it for his word and saying, like, okay, this is what he says, then we'll believe him. But, I don't know how old he was in the documentary. And I don't know if his parents are still, like, he obviously loves his parents. So, unless if he ends up hating his parents, I don't think he'll say it was fake or not. The the middle child was not in the documentary. It was the oldest and the youngest, the two parents, and then of course like neighbors and stuff. But the middle child was not there, which was honestly kind of interesting. I wonder why he wasn't there. Maybe he's away at college or something. I don't know. How old would he be? You guys, I don't know. Someone might know that if I get an audience in this video. But yeah, that one was in my opinion, a pretty interesting uh, what do you call it? Documentary, because you just kind of felt like, like, well, maybe you don't know, but you felt like you got some kind of answers, but it was lighthearted compared to like the Astroworld documentary. That one was really, really dark. And then Woodstock 99, that one wasn't very dark, but the Astroworld one, holy crap, was that just. That one was dark and just made you go, oh my, like, the fact that nobody takes accountability for some of these, it just doesn't, it makes you pissed. And I really wish that people would do the right things and take accountability for what happened, but I just feel like they never will. And I think that's the problem. They never do take responsibility in situations like that. Even the Woodstock guy, he didn't really. Okay, so the main guy who ran Woodstock, which I can't remember his name, I believe he passed away. He absolutely was remorseful on how it went, because he definitely, I don't think, wanted it to go the way that it went. But like the other guy, he was kind of like the Astroworld creators, where he was just like, nah, whatever. And I just can't believe that. That just, it shocks me. It shocks me that people are so callous, I guess you can say, towards the situation. And obviously, they're not going to admit that they did wrong. That legally, that would be a nightmare, I think. But it definitely just, it sits wrong with you. Like, you're like, what the fuck? The whole time that you even watch that, you're like, what the fuck? Which, I watch a couple YouTube channels like that where they talk about crowd crushes, and I was kind of shocked to not see anything about a crowd crush, to be quite honest with you. I was expecting one of my favorite YouTube channels to cover that, because they've covered like Love Parade and stuff like that. That would be a great Netflix documentary, is talking about Love Parade. I would love to hear them do a documentary on that. There's just something, I don't know why, but Netflix documentaries just hit different than some of the other ones. Even though I like a lot of documentaries. I even watched the Aftershocks documentary, so like little series. it's just, I don't know. I don't know what it is about them that makes me like them. Maybe I'm just a documentary person. Who knows? If you know, like, if you, like I said, if you know any, like, documentaries that are good, my husband and I will probably check them out. And if he doesn't check them out, I will check them out because really into documentaries and series. And I like learning about the stuff. Even though sometimes it is pretty depressing, it's always nice to be aware. And I think that's how I look at it. I'd rather be aware than not be aware. And yeah, you might end up crying or feeling mad or upset or sad, but it's worth it, I think. It's definitely worth it, in my opinion. I will say this: try to keep documentary, like, please don't recommend like documentaries that talk about SA because that's very, um, I can't handle that due to personal things that have happened to me in the past. So, if you could refrain from those, that would be lovely. But other than that, we would check it out. We'd check it out a lot. But yeah, I'm fine with that. Alright, I think I bullshit enough. Um, if you listened to this, thank you. I know it's not the easiest thing to kind of listen to. And there's nothing fun to do while listening to it. I mean, I guess you can say that I just like doing this, like I said, it's just a way to get what's off my mind. Like, just kind of talk about it. And I really just, I wanted, I wanted something, that I wanted, I wanted to just kind of talk and vent a little bit about what was going on in my life. And if you listened, thank you. Because you didn't have to. If you didn't listen, that's fine. If you didn't listen, you probably aren't still here. But if you listened, thank you so much for listening to somebody who is definitely more privileged than some complaining about their situation, because I know it could be worse. I'm not stupid. I know it could be way worse, but it's nice to see. It's nice to see that some people do care. So, thank you if you listened. Um, I don't know if I don't know if this will get views or not. A lot of my videos, I don't think get really any views. That's fine. I'm fine with things not getting views. I just do this for fun, of just like I said, just trying to get like a place where I can talk about what's going on in my world. Because sometimes you just need to vent. Because even though it's not the end of the world and things could be worse, I know they could be worse, it still is nice to just kind of get it out of your system. And if you're going through a hard time right now, if you're going through an even tougher time than I am, because I know that the Texas floods and all of that stuff, if you're going through something stronger than I am, my heart goes out to you. And I hope that you guys are safe and doing well no matter where you are in this world, because there's a lot going on right now. And I know that. And if there's nothing going on in your world, you know, I hope you continue staying safe. Um, I think it's really easy for us to think about. I think it's definitely really easy for us to think about what we're going through and feeling like it's shit. And maybe that's why I watch the documentaries. Maybe it's so I could remind myself that it could be worse. Or, I don't know, that sounds like shit too. I don't know. Just stay safe and stay happy. I'm going to try to stay positive and be grateful and keep going, even if sometimes I feel like I just want to scream, right? I'm going to try not to. I'm going to try not to scream into a pillow. I might cry, but I'll try to keep on. I'll try to keep on keeping on. Like, I'll try to keep doing better. And if you're in the same position, I hope you do better. I hope you can do better, because it's okay. Even whenever it doesn't feel like it, it's okay. It's okay. My heart goes out to everybody who's struggling, even if it's just something minor. It's just, sometimes you just feel like your world is not okay. I know I do. I know I feel like I'm not okay, and there's definitely other people who feel like they're not okay, and there are people who are dealing with so much tragedy they don't even have time to think right now. It's another reason why I talk, because thanks to me talking, it reminded me of so much, right? As shitty as this sounds, it reminded me, like, I'm struggling because I can't get my PlayStation stuff right now, or, well, I mean, not having exactly groceries is not a fun thing to deal with, but I have family that is so sweet and so kind and so helpful that a lot of there are a lot of people who don't have that. So if you are struggling with anything right now, try to think of the positive that's going on of your situation. There might be positive, and if there is positive, hold on to that for as best as you can, because that might get you through it. I know it's getting me through it right now. Even whenever I feel like I don't want to get through it, it's helping me get through it. Oh, this is such a serious video. Is there anything lighthearted in here? I mean, I talked about some lighthearted things. We're going on 38 minutes, so I will stop this video, and if you listened to me ramble, thank you so much, and much love and much peace to you. I hope that you have a good day, week, night, wherever you are. I hope that you end up having a good time, and I hope you're okay. And if you're not okay, I'm rooting for you. I am. I'm rooting for you to feel better. Much love.